Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda Mae and this is my channel Ardith Design, where we celebrate counted cross stitch, sustainable stitching, and making all the things. It is December 1st, Tuesday, 2020. I have little Luna Moon Pug here. Loki Apple is giving me the judgmental look over on the couch. I am in my purple room with artificial lighting to talk to you all about counted cross stitch this week. I am well on my way, I think Flosstube episode 113. I'm going to show you some of my works in progress for this week in counted cross stitch. I have one finish, but it's in sewing and not in cross stitch. I also want to show you some of my fun little Christmas kitty crafts. And that will be at the end. And then at the very end, when I'm all done talking about stitching, if you want to hang around for the stuff that I am all into, I will show you a couple of goodies that I got to celebrate this month, December, the rest of 2020. And yeah, so I'm gonna let little Luna Moon go. We're still working with her allergies. So I'm gonna let her go, see if she'll vamoose. She probably won't. Nope. She wants to be loved. Okay. Well, we're gonna just dig through the pile and see what happens. I'm gonna kind of sit back here. Oh, okay. I'm sitting on this. This is the first thing I made this week. In my frugal craftiness, I cut up an old sweater. I am a huge fan of the Christmas sweater. This was too small because, hello, stress eating, and it had a stain, so I cut it out. I made my own pillow form and then I sewed it together for a little fun little pillow. Waste not, want not. Okay, I've got a liquor. Okay, can we just hang out? Okay, well, since she's not gonna probably let me open up bags, why don't we start with some finishes. I have some Christmas finishes. I know several of you are new to my channel and have not maybe seen some of the stuff that I have done. And so I wanted to show it before I put them out on display. So we'll just do that first since I got a little Luna Pug. First off, this is a holiday greetings card that actually came from Hallmark. This was actually a cross-stitch pattern. And I've been loving all the vintage cross-stitch advertising or cards, Hallmark cards, that type of stuff. So I put this up every year. I know some of you have stitched this piece, which is awesome. The next piece I have is the black squirrel piece that I made. When I originally moved to Maryland, it's been a while now, I had never seen a black squirrel before, but in Anne Arundel County, by the the nature reserve, Fort Meade, that area, there were black squirrels everywhere. So this was in honor of black squirrels and fancy floss. And I definitely need to update my chart and make sure I have a 2020 and 2021 lettering to go in that tail. The next piece that I have, well, this is a thrifted piece. I did not stitch this, but I've got to figure out how to finish this cute little one. It's so cute. What are you doing? Uh-oh, she's getting into trouble. Then I wanted to show my very first ever punch needle that I ever made. This is a design that came with a beginner punch needle class that I took by Kathy Makers of Primitive Wool and Homespuns. She has a wonderful shop in downtown Frederick, Maryland, and she has an online needlework shop as well. She does a lot more like wool applique, all the wool stuff, but she taught me how to punch needle. So that was my very first one. This is all done with Gloriana floss. It was the cotton floss. And I've been fielding some questions about punch needle because of my recent being published in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine issue. And I will say that the best punch needle that I learned on, that it was recommended to me, and what I love is the Ultra Punch. I have a Amazon list for punch needle embroidery. I have the link below, with all the supplies that I think you need to start punch needling, because you all know, welcome to my channel, hashtag make all the things. Okay, the next little ornament I have is, I think I designed this in 2018, 2017, and this is like a little mid-century little ornament set that I designed, and it's on a piece of unknown fabric, but I got it from Dying to Stitch. Like Anne sells like the remnant bags, and so I had a bunch of fabrics that I got to choose from there. This is another one of my original patterns, like when I first started designing, and I put it on a red truck because I was watching the channel, you know, and all about the red trucks. So here is my Noel with, and this was like a dollar store little truck, and I hot glued on some red and white buttons on that. And this is on a 14 count, like a oatmeal Ada, and little modified. Anyway, I had fun making it. Again, one of the first ever Christmas holiday designs that I did. Then I have this little design. You can see how fancy I hung it up with. I left the hanger from last year. Okay, this is on a rubber band. Anyway, real life people. This is on a trivet, and it had some other bows and stuff that have come out since I've had it in storage, so that I've got to embellish or put some more holiday flair on it. This is on a trivet, and I was inspired to make a trivet finish by Michelle Garrett of Bindi Stitchy Designs. Because of her, I have a box full of trivets waiting to be remade. This is a pattern from the Prairie Schooler, her little Prairie Schooler cow. I custom made these little miniature candy canes, and then I added beads onto it. The back, I did this with the rickrack around, and I did take the little tile out of this. So I've seen, and I've done it both ways, where you put your finish on a trivet with like the rare earth magnet, the neodymium magnets, so you don't actually pop that tile out. I've done that. Or you can pop the tile out and then use that same footprint to secure your finish. The best thing ever, I found a couple trivets the last couple years. I haven't been thrifting this year. You know, well, okay, I take that back. I went thrifting twice this year. and well, since March. Okay, I'm gonna stop backtracking. Okay, the best thing is if you're at a yard sale, estate sale, thrift store, antique store, and you see these cast iron trivets, and then they're discounted because the tile is either missing or it's broken, because you can take the tile out and just have this as the little embellishing finishing thing. So just FYI, you can look for broken trivets because they work. Again, I'm going to add the glue. Something was glued here, came off, so I've got to re-embellish and redo this. But that, again, is Prairie Schooler, little cow, and I love it. It was my first, I entered this in the 2019 Maryland State Fair and actually won for like holiday small or something. One of those little categories. So anyway, those are some of my holiday, oh no, I lied. I have one more holiday finish. This one I also submitted in the fair for 2019. And this is my So Dang Cute Ornament Pillow. I made this, I was inspired by Kelly Stadola and her channel that she did with Mama Joan. And they would look at stuff, and I watched all of their episodes. and they talk the Wisconsin, and they go, oh, it's just so dang cute. It's just so cute. It's just so dang cute. And I could not get that out of my mind. So I fangirled them both, and I designed this little pattern, and Kelly loves pumpkins. So I charted it in pumpkins, and I charted it in Christmas, winter, and obviously I stitched it in winter, but yeah, that's my fangirl. In the back, I just used the wool. I added that little pillow decoration stuff. My little quilt shop, Patches Quilting, you can actually buy just the little squares of felt. So you don't have to invest in like a yard of felt. If you're doing finishes and you just need little felt, you can ask about buying just the little squares of felt, like 1 inch square, 2 inch square, 3 inch square. You know what I mean, right? Okay, so dang cute. Those are my Christmas finishy things. Okay, on to works in progress. I worked a little bit more on my Sitka Stitches totem, and I want to thank everyone for your kind feedback about making this into a stand-up finish, following the Vonna Pfeiffer Twisted Stitcher method of a stand-up. I have added some more here and started over on this side. Again, I don't have much of a margin, and if I did the stand-up, I would have it go right up on the edges of the wing and everything and come down. Sorry, I did not grab the final pattern to show you what it looks like. This is using 4 different colors on an unmarked piece of, it looks like an fiddler's cloth, like an even weave, and stitching 2 over 2, 2 threads over 2 linen strands, and I have it in my little fabric bag that I made for the holidays with the corresponding orange and polka dots, all the things. The next project that I worked on was the Bouquet of Sunshine, and I didn't grab the pattern there either. Okay. I appreciate all of you who told me that I should go ahead and maybe stitch a leaf over the spot where the highlighter is on the fabric, which I think is a great idea. I'm also just wondering if I frame it, if I don't add much of a margin where you won't see that. I don't know, because I'm not stitching the whole thing. So if I get it framed real close, you won't see it. So I finished a little bit more. It feels like it doesn't show like I did a whole lot, but I did. I started in on this little flower here, added some more. Obviously I need to do the centers, and those are done with 3 strands, and then there's also one with a blend. The colors are blended. Here, I don't know if it's gonna show up correctly, but there's a blending of a green and a brown together, which is really interesting. That's the first time I've done a blend with that are not almost complementary colors, more different on the color spectrum. So that was fun. I enjoy all the projects because you just keep learning. Learn. I love learning. So it's good. Okay, and the next one is Sweetheart Hill. I know several people are stitching this. It's by Plum Street Samplers. I have oscillated between whether or not to stitch the bottom I Belong With You, or just leave it without, or put something down here. I don't know. I don't know what to do, but I am happy to report. I am happy to report that I finished the grass, and it was no small feat. And now I understand when people say I stitch so much grass. Now I understand. I got down to the very end of the grassy knoll, and I'm like, yes, I'm almost done with the grass, only to realize I grabbed the wrong green. I grabbed the green for the stems versus the green for the grass. I'm gonna move myself a little bit. Oh. And anyway, so I did go back. I'm gonna pull the camera closer. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat again. Okay, here we go. Is that okay? Oh, that's okay. Okay. I I did go back and rip out, I fixed my air. I stitch at night, usually after my kids go to sleep. I don't have the best lighting. I really need to get better lighting. But every time I think about getting better lighting, it's like 11 o'clock at night and I don't write it down in my notebook and, you know, all the things. Anyway, so the green here is very subtle that I used, but it's still, I stitched a whole block of it right here, and it was this like monolith of green, and it didn't look organic. It was literally a block. So I had to take it all out, which is, it's hard for me, like when you make a mistake and then because I've been fully embracing it's better to be done than to be perfect. So for me, I was oscillating, you know, in the grass. I'm like, it's done, Amanda, it's done, don't worry about it. And then I'm like, no, this is the one time where I really do need to fix it. So I'm really happy. I obviously need to finish the flowers. I started filling in the white or the off-white here. I'm using 1071, the Sulky, for the white of the windows. And so if I do go ahead and add the I Belong With You, that'll also be in the 1071 Sulky. And then I can't wait. I've got this, and then the people. What I've done is I make a working copy of my chart, and if I need to, I make multiple page copies and then combine them together. And so I need to go through and with my original make that working copy of just the couple so I can start stitching them. And I'm debating whether or not to change their skin tones. I am actually the like fairest skin person in my family, so I feel like keeping her skin tone as charted, but another part of me feels like I need to change her coloring. So I'm, again, oscillating on what to do with that. So those are the cross-stitch projects that I have worked on this week. Awesome, yay! What should we talk about next? We should talk about Happy Meal. We'll do Happy Meal. Okay. All right. I watched a recent Flosstube video, and this product was shown, and I ran, not walked, over to their shop and ordered it. And it came yesterday in this cute little fragile box, you know. And it, very, very cute. It came impeccably stylized, complete with little styrofoam hearts. So cute. But I got this really cool needle minder that doubles as a bead tin. So she put it separately. So there's the magnet, the rare earth magnet with the cute little charm on that. The custom little tart tin in purple, my favorite color, as I sit in my purple room. And then it has the bead, the sticky bead mat thing. So when I'm ready, I'll adhere this down, and then I'll have that sticky end so I can put the needle minder and then put my beads and bead and stitch. As you can see, I have not tested it out yet, but I'm excited. So that was from an Etsy shop called It's Charm School. And I think it's super precious. So I can't wait to officially test that out. The next little cross-stitch Happy Meal goodness that I got was from That's So Kelly Co. She does impeccable work. Impeccable. I officially purchased the little basic Bitsy Bob, and it's got the little peppermints, and it's so dang cute. And it's got the magnet, and I love it. So it's not Christmas, it's winter themed, so I really like that. But she didn't just send me this. She also sent me a sugar cookie recipe with a needle minder. Look at how cute that is. But wait, there's more. I also follow her on Instagram, and I recommend you do as well, because she is a multi-craftual. She, like me, believes in making all the things, drawing all the things, crafting, quilting, appliquing, all that stuff. She had shown this adorable print. She sent it to me, and I promptly put it in a frame, and it's Love to Stitch. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tomato Tuesday for all you stitchers. So she sent me this art print, and I love it, and I can't wait to hang it up. I made a mistake in cutting. That was not her, that was me. So I do have something to fix here, but I love it. Okay, so that's my Happy Meal for this week. I have some stitching goodies to use and experiment and report back about, so I'm happy about that. I want to talk now about Christmas crafts, because you've all been tremendously supportive in the vintage Christmas craft segment of my show. So we are going to continue that. And with that, I pulled just some fun stuff to show you. And the theme this week, besides, you know, holiday, is cats. And so we're going to do Christmas cat crafts. But before that, I have to show you this poinsettia pattern that I think is gorgeous, and I have never seen this in real life. If you have stitched it and you're on Instagram, tag me so I can see you. It is by the Silver Lining, and it is stitched by Jean M. Ross and designed by Mark. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say your last name correctly. Anyway, it's a really pretty poinsettia flower. This is a hefty pattern, and I have it in my collection, and I'd love to see if someone has stitched it. So let me know. Okay. In Christmas crafts glory, I have another one of my bell pulls, and it's waking up the pugs. This is on burlap with rickrack, yarn, bells, sequins. I am not sure if this came as a kit or if someone just custom made this. I got this some years ago. I don't even remember where, but look at all those little sequins and beadwork. That is one thing that I really like and admire. Jody Rice of Satsuma Street has the gorgeous ornaments on perforated paper, and she also utilizes some sequins and beads. So I want to get one of Jody's patterns and try that out. And also, I feel like I need to figure out how to wholesale bulk buy some sequins in my life, because everything is better with sequins. So here is my little bell pull, and if I had cats, I'm sure the tassels would be, and the little bells would really have them calling. And my dog is starting to do that weird sneezy thingy. So sorry for that weird noise in the background. Okay, another Christmas craft thing that I got is, and I don't know if this is store-bought or this was a kit or mass-produced, or if this is an individual, but I got this really cool Applique Santa. And I forgot to put him out last year, and for some reason I put him in my 4th of July bin rather than my Christmas bin, but I pulled him out. He is finished on just a dowel and with a bunch of whips just stitched. I was interested to see how he was finished, and then just tacked with this. So it makes me believe that this is handmade. I wanted to see how this was finished because I finished my advent calendar panel that I'll show you in a minute. It's buried underneath kitty crafts. So here we go. Are you ready for this? Okay. All of you have been super awesome about your cat, or about your plastic canvas memories, whether you knew someone that stitched them, whether you did them yourselves, whether you have been gifted that. So I was gifted an opened pack, and this is by Better Homes and Gardens, and it is the Kitty Cat Plastic Canvas Christmas, and this is the plastic canvas, and it's like a 7 mesh. And so see that mesh? It's got the squares, and there's yarn. Okay, so I had talked about the difference between perforated plastic and plastic canvas. They are different, and I'm going to show you. So this is the 7 count plastic canvas. Yes, it's plastic. But I then have this dimensions kit also opened with all the floss. And it is, you're supposed to stitch this on perforated plastic. If you can see this, it's a 14 count perforated plastic, and the holes are more rounded rather than square. I know that one of the major sellers of this was the Darice perforated plastic 14 count. Unfortunately, they just went out of business last month, November. I don't know if another company will be manufacturing perforated plastic, or if it's something that's gonna go by the wayside. If I had a manufacturing factory and I could manufacture sustainable, no. Anyway, I digress. So here is what the little kitty cats look like, and look at how cute they are, and they're singing. I think they're so precious. Look at this one inside of the oh my gosh. I think I like just super happy, dressed up. Maybe not musically inclined, but still having a good time. Hi, my name is Amanda Mae. That's me. I'm happy. I cannot play an instrument, and you might not want to hear me sing, but I want to sing anyway. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I am. And I've been embarrassing my daughter because I started singing all those holiday songs. Mom, be quiet. Makes me want to sing it louder. Anyway, I want to also show you, this is not cross stitch or needlepoint or plastic canvas, but it's just a basic stitchery kit. And this has the design printed on the fabric. Now, stamped embroidery and stitching is not the same as stamped cross stitch, but because you do different types of stitches, there's no X's here for stamped cross stitch. But look at that cute little kitty. And this is Love Pet, American short hair. Super cute. The next little kitty cat, another opened chart. Well, that's fun. I don't even have the pattern. I have the embroidery floss. So I again gifted this. I have the embroidery floss and the photo. So I can't stitch this even if I wanted to. But that's a counted canvas, and I thought that, or counted cross stitch. It's by dimensions if you're interested. Clearly I don't have the pattern. Cat with blue tiles. This one I got at a thrift store a couple years ago, and it's in my stash. I don't know if I'll ever stitch it. So it's got that like cream Ada and all those colors, and it's little kitty cats looking at those little birdies in the window. When I saw this kit, the first person I thought of was Stephanie of Lindy Stitches, because it has the kitty cats and the birds. This is cheap entertainment. Cheap as in cheap, like bird. Oh, isn't that punny? That's so punny. And it's designed by Martha Edwards, and it's from 1998. Creative Accents. And it looks like it is full coverage. Doesn't look like it's all full crosses. It looks like there's some fractional stitches. But those are the kitty crafts. And then I couldn't help myself. 'Tis the season for the Christmas sweater. So holler, anyone, if you are on Instagram, tag me so I can see your holiday or Christmas sweaters. If you have knit one or purchased one, I am a connoisseur of the Christmas sweater. I am. I love them. So for all those knitters out there, this, you know, the Christmas sweater. And I've got the smocking. Any of you have the smocked ornaments? I forgot to grab one off the tree. I have a smocked ornament I forgot to grab. But this is one hobby that I really want to learn, is smocking. I wanted to learn how to do the smocking while my kids were still little so I could make the little smocked outfits, but I found CrossStitch and I'm very happy about that. I have not one, but 2 of these. So if you are interested in a copy of this, what I'm about to show you, comment below with the word crochet, and you got to be in the United States for me to send it. And please know that these are worse for wear. These are not in new condition, but I can't help myself. And I want to share the love of kitschy Christmas crafts. You ready? Are you ready for this? Okay. Crochet for Christmas. See, I couldn't have just one. Apparently I had to buy 2. But look at those balls. His beard, man. Woo! Look at that. Oh my goodness. And then, they're so cute. And then, okay, so that's not a toilet seat cover. Okay. This is a toilet seat cover. This is a cushion. Okay. So there's crocheted pine cones, which I think are adorable. All of these cute little things. So if you want one of these books, I will have one and I will gift the other one. Just say crochet in the bottom. 18 or over, don't say giveaway. You got to be in the United States for me to send it to you. And yes, please know that they are vintage and weathered. Okay, I'll pull that in a couple weeks. Peekaboo. My kids are still running around the house doing that to me. All right, I'm gonna do one more little giveaway. This was another kitty craft. This is out of the CrossStitch and Needlework magazine from August of 1997. I pulled it out of a magazine. The magazine was worse for wear. So this is just out of a magazine if you are interested. And the cool thing about this is you stitch the window and then and then there's a pattern behind it, which is the full of the cat. So you get the two different patterns. So you could stitch it without the window frame and just do the kitty cat, but I can't show you just the kitty cat because it's just the pattern. So anyway, if you're interested in that, just say window, like window, and same rules. So window or crochet, or you can say window and crochet if you are multi-craftual. So those are the Christmas craft things. But my fully finished object now, I forgot, I grabbed a little kitty cat. All right, this took me so long, but I've officially created my very first ever advent calendar. And oh my gosh, this took forever. Not for the faint of heart. My very first ever craft panel. I have several craft panels, but I've never actually made one. So this was really fun. All of you told me to make sure I put my name and stuff on the back, so I just kind of cut out from the panel the maker. So it's a UK based, if you want to see that, and it's called Santa's Workshop Advent Calendar. So I put that, and then I put my name and the date. I love this piece. I went ahead and stitched. So here I used, oh, and clearly I didn't snip all my ends. I did accent colors. I used the Sulky, the Polystar in my sewing machine. So I had this on the top, and then on the bottom, the bobbin, I had a white thread for the gold, and then I used a dark blue with the blue. And so those are what the top decorative stitches are. The gold, and let me find one with the gold. Is it not showing up? It's not showing up. It's the artificial light. Anyway, I had to do box pleats, so that was difficult for me, and getting everything super duper lined up. There's some of the pockets are just regular and some of them are box pleats. And I think this is so precious. I love it so much. And I'm very happy that I made this, and the kids are ecstatic. I said I was gonna set it up today after filming the video. And so there it is, my very first ever sewing craft panel. And with that, I'm all done showing stitching stuff. So if you want to skedaddle, I totally understand, and have a beautiful week of stitching. If you want to stick around to see what I'm putting in here and some personal update stuff, you can hang on out. All right. I'm so excited. Oh, I did use interfacing Pellon 44F. I did not use any binding or batting. So it's got some weight to it, and I interfaced all the pockets. I forgot to say that. Okay. What am I putting in this advent calendar? Well, we went back and forth. My one son, he's 3. My one kid is 3, and he loves all things toys. Where's my toys? Toys, 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 toys. My other one, my daughter, she's almost 6. Oh, she's going to be 6 in February. She's like, doesn't really want toys. She's more of like the experience and memories and food, like me. So I decided to get some goodies, and I'd been thinking about it for a while. And so I ordered, so now I gotta stuff this thing. I ordered different sets of candies, like global candies. Our homeschool journey right now is like learning about the world and different continents and countries and stuff for kindergarten. So I got a bag, a mixed bag of Ukrainian and Russian chocolates and sweets. It's enlightened self-interest. I also wanted to try them. So I thought it would be fun to put some Ukrainian and Russian treats. So I got that treat bag assorted. And then I love, like absolutely love Japanese candies. Like love them, but I haven't been able to go to the local stores because I'm homebound. So I tried to order my favorite Japanese candy, which is the Hello Kitty. This is my favorite marshmallow candy. It's like a chocolate marshmallow Hello Kitty, but these, if you try to order these, oh my god. Anyway, excuse my language, but I went ahead and ordered, it's a Japanese snack pack. So it's got sweet and savory snacks, and like my daughter, her favorite thing since she's been 2.5 is she loves shrimp and fish, and she's got a very refined palate. So there's fish snacks here for my daughter, and I'm hoping she'll like them. So I got the Japanese treat pack. And then growing up in California, Mexican candy, Mexican bakeries, like, oh my gosh, all the things. So I had to get the candy mix. So I got all the different, and there's going to be some hot and spicy candy mixes and stuff in here too, which I will eat. I will go ahead and just make that sacrifice and eat the spicy candies. So anyway, I got all of these. I have the link below to my Amazon shop, and that's where I bought all of these. Again, I'm homebound. If I could have gone out to the store and hand selected everything, I would have, but that is not possible for me right now. So I did order them. They are going to go in this little thing, and I'm so excited. And it's going to, my cup runneth over, like it's going to be falling out. I know it's kind of ridiculous, but I'm hoping to make some really fun memories, because we're not by family. We can't have friends over. We can't do any of those things. So I'm trying to make and I'm hoping this advent calendar with foods across the world treats across the world and helps in some way. Okay, the last thing I'm all into, I got my calendar for next year. This is, I think, going on the 6th year that my husband has purchased the Sloth Calendar for me. I love sloths. I do. I love them. So this one, the calendar I have for this year, the sloths are all in hammocks and holding hibiscus flowers. These are not in hammocks, but they're lounging, and I feel like my husband sees me and is telling me to just lounge out, relax, hang out. Okay. I also got in the mail my last little crafty item. I did a review on the Annie's farmhouse style kit club and showed you my felt wreath last month. Anyway, I made that felt wreath and then the felted pumpkins. Well, they sent me the next kit to review. So they sent me the next kit. So look at what I feel like they're reading my mind. So I wanted to do needle felting, you know, so I did that. I wanted to learn the felting for the wreath. I did that. And now I've always wanted to learn how to make soap. So now they sent me the lavender and lemon handmade soap, goat's milk kit thing. So I get to try it out, and it comes with the molds, and then it also has the essential oils, and I'm smelling the lemon essential oil. So if you're sensitive to essential oils, this probably isn't the right kit for you, but if you're not and you're excited, anyway, so now, in addition to all the other crafting things, I need to learn how to make soap. So I have a link, and it's affiliate link for the Annie's kit clubs if you're interested. No pressure. And I'm moving and my chair is making weird noises. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say adieu, 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 adieu. And I won't sing Sound of Music. That was another thing. Yeah. Anyway, I am so happy that you joined me this week. I do not have a funny t-shirt this week, but I do have, let me see if I can artfully show it. Several of you asked me if I was going to make another t-shirt because I had my Halloween t-shirt, and asked me if I would do a winter Christmas theme one. And I was like, but because I don't sleep and I love all of you, I had to listen, and I made this little chalk art cross-stitch cutie patootie. So here's my new shirt. I have this as like a unisex or men's 2XL. They say it's a unisex. So I'm a big girl, and so I have the 2XL, and I'm happy with it. So I am spreading the love of cross stitch. Okay, I'm babbling. I hope that you all have a beautiful week of stitching, and I hope that you find joy in all that you do. I hope that you know that you matter, that your stitching matters, and that I love you. I hope for nothing but blessings and peace and love for you. And with that, I'm going to say, have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Take care.